Hello there! Welcome back to part 2 of building the Queen's house. My name is Toni and I am very excited because in this part we are going to finish this build. At the end you should expect screenshots and a few flybys that I made in the first person mode. I am starting this video from a part that I showed you last time, like a little bit, because I assumed it went a little bit unspoken of. This is the get ready room. This has like 2 wardrobes and a bar and some tea tables with chairs and sets. So this is presumably where the girls get ready and have a chat, or maybe when the party has actually started, this is where people would get away to actually get a hold of each other and talk a little bit in private. Or you know, you could spy on your guests from here and see who's there, see if your crush is there, because that is important, of course. Then you would need to spend a few extra minutes getting another drink from the bar. There were a few issues downstairs that I did fix. I should let you know because in the video they are still wrong. But this is a $500,000 house. There is bound to be some sort of mistake. There are so many items and so much detail, and I really put my heart and soul into it. So there was a few, like maybe glitch through the wall items, or 1 or 2, and also that bathroom that was kind of stupid, but that is all fixed in the final gallery build, and you should go to my gallery and check out this lot, please. Like they didn't put the best pictures, to be honest, but it's very nice. And I think you will like it. I think you don't even have to make sort of a royal theme thing. There is so many things you can do in here. You can use this as a park, you can use this as a museum, a dine out, whatever you want. But this is for the Queen's purposes, first of all. So there are a few pink things, and the style is a little bit more girly. So I hope that doesn't bother you, but you know, there's no hot pinks. There's nothing too crazy going on. I showed you a second ago this upstairs bath area with the pedestal style bath. This is not gonna stay, but I wanted to show you guys the idea that I had. And the reason that it's not staying is that because unfortunately I couldn't get that to work. There's probably a way to get that to work, right? Like I used the shelf and then I upscaled it and then like lifted the bath up and put it on the shelf to be a pedestal bath. That's what I'm gonna call it because I have no idea what these are actually called. But here is I'm enlarging this a little bit just to make sure the bed sort of has space, but nothing really made me happy. Like this first bit I was very tired from building. I had spent like 6 hours at this point on building the house. So it at first didn't come out too great and I have cut out a bit, but then it turns around. I tried so much out. I really wanted this to be the Queen's part, but after trying to make her room, see, this is I even tried like this setup with like this did look kind of beautiful, but for some reason it kind of bothered me with those circular plants. I couldn't find a way to make it look realistic, so so it had to go. Here what did I want to tell you about? Oh yeah, so she will not just have a room, she will have a whole half of the house just to herself, and so a whole floor will be her bedroom plus ensuite, and then the bottom floor will be her personal eating space and her personal kitchen, and then a little bit for the servant that will be always there to help her whenever she needs. And this part is her business part slash for guests slash library. This is the guest bathroom, fully functional, and Also, I made this room available for babies. I later put in, actually I'm not sure if this sink works, but I'm so sorry. You know, it doesn't matter to me if Sims wash hands because this looks really cute. Like, I really wanted this. I was looking for ways to make this house stand out by sort of glitching things into each other and move objects awning everything. A lot of things didn't work, but I thought the sink, it isn't that important, and we could just do that at least. So I forgot to test it, which I'm so sorry about, but I was just so happy with how it looked. I totally forgot about that. You can, of course, easily just remove the counters from down under it, and it won't look, well, it won't, it will work. This is the office of the queen, and the reason why it is not in her personal quarters is because me, personally, I can't work in like my own bedroom or anything like that. Even in my own house, it's a little bit hard. I don't know if you guys have this, but I really can't. So I decided she will get out. She will go to the other quarter of the house, or other half, more so. She will work there. And she doesn't need a big space because she's just here. This is her summer home or just vacation home whenever she wants to come. So she doesn't really come when there's a lot of work. She comes when she's ready to have some time off. But if work comes up, there's the waiting room to go to see her. She will take care of it. And there is also a bathroom in the office, small but functional. This bit, I was like, well, I have to give some options if you don't only want this as a house. And a palace usually has a palace or a castle or a house mansion usually has a really nice library. In real life in London, there is a university basically attached to the Queen's house. It's really beautiful out there. You should definitely check it out. It was like, I think, a National Maritime Museum and then University of Marine Stuffs. I'm not sure, but it is a really nice part of London. It is such a nice city altogether. The view from Greenwich, because this is in Greenwich where the 0th meridian is, down, it just looks on the whole city, and it's like a little bit high, so it's like a little bit of a peak there in the Greenwich Park. There's an observatory. You can go and see Venus, the planet. It's so interesting, so nice. I don't know. Do you like if you go to a museum, what is your favorite thing to visit? Because I think especially a planetarium is particularly interesting. There was like so many experiments about measuring the distance from other planets and checking out how we see if a world is inhabitable or not. And I do believe there's definitely aliens out there, and there's definitely so much to see and to explore, and we are so insignificant. It's beautiful, you know. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's beautiful that there is so much to learn and so much to see, and everything is so great and so big. It's magical. But getting away from that, there's all this knowledge down in the library if you need it. If you can get there, because I forgot the stairs, but then I put them in. I initially put baths in there, like shower rooms, and then I realized I'm an idiot because you would not go to shower in the library. So I removed those later on, and then the stairs look nicer as well. This is just how the real place looks. There's benches on those little corridors outside. And here is where I lost the 2-hour footage that I talked to you about. In the first bit, I lost a total of 3 hours. I lost the building of the house initially, like the wall putting and stuff, and then I lost the second floor of this. But I will show you. There is a lot of there are screenshots, there is flybys. You will see it. I'm really sorry. I really hope it doesn't happen again, but the software that I recorded this with froze that part, and it was a real shame because I thought it looked really nice. I am also very interested in the servants' room. I think it looks amazing. The thing is, it's cozy in such a big place, but she has a nice view, and there's something special about being in this really small room and yet being a very inspiring and strong person and getting somewhere. I like those kinds of stories, so I thought, you know, when I was envisioning the people who live here, I did put this room here for some maid who doesn't necessarily have everything, but she doesn't need to have material things because she has so much on the inside. Yeah, this is her personal bathroom. Thankfully, she at least has that. It's also very ratty. Yeah, and it's on candles. It's just very poor, you know? You can imagine her candles running out. I don't know. Just insert a dramatic story here that's very interesting. This is also like the place where you first come in. Oh, yeah. I want to tell you just about that light, that it's a candle light. She, like, in her bedroom as well as in the bathroom, it's just 2 candles, very small, kind of sad, and but very interesting and inspiring. So back to what I was saying, is that this is the entry part, and this is where you would just get your tea and get your wine served, and then you would go sit down. Either top floor, the queen has a little bit of a personal living room area there, or you would go to the dining room and maybe also receive dessert from the maid or housekeeper, I guess. But yeah, that's just what this bit is for. And remember, this part is only private queen's stuff. This is not where like everyday guests would go, so party guests or things like that. So if she had like 3 or 4 guests, maybe they could come here, but not, I don't know, the minister. It's a formal visit, not necessarily a friendly one. So this bit is her home. This is her quarters. She can make it pink. She can make it homey. And she did, guys. She did. I'm sorry, there you can see my custom content. I'm never going to build with custom content in it unless you want me to, but I do have it turned on just because I have a few games that I play, and if I turn it off, I will probably get into the house, and it will delete the custom content items that I had previously put there, so I would just rather keep it on and just use the filters to filter out custom content and just use the game items. But when I do get to showing you, and I do have a plan, some families that I've already played, because I have some really interesting stories to tell you, I will use custom content in the Let's Plays, and if you want, I will make non-custom content versions of the houses that I play, because I made some really, really nice houses for especially one Let's Play, so to say, that I've been doing with myself for maybe a year and a half. So this family, it's about 8th generation at this point. It's very, very interesting. They have so much story, and you know, it's something different to start not from the create a sim part, but actually meeting the family. So something in the terms of keeping up with the Kardashians. You just come here, and you know this person is like that, that person is like this, they did this, they can't do this and that, with skills and everything, with jobs, with history, with exes. Yeah, I guess you can come up with all of this, but it's way different when you see it all there. So I am intending on you meeting those. This is the finished up dining room, and I'm so sorry I didn't talk about the kitchen, because as I did mention before, this is my favorite part of the house. But you will see it, well, you saw it, and you will see it in the screenshots. The kitchen is a very nice, homey place, and it's also where the servants eat. It's also a little bit old school. This is not for a modern day queen, as I say. It is about some queen or some person between maybe 60s. In the 60s, so I don't know if there was electricity. I'm pretty sure there was. But yeah, definitely. Definitely. Surely. I'm sorry, excuse my stupidity. In the 60s, and there is no computer, there is no TV. Now, don't kill me, but maybe there was TV at that point. Well, there was radio when the Second World War was, but I'm not sure when the TV. Well, it came shortly after that. I'm just not gonna speak. If my grandma knew what I was saying, she was doing stuff about the 60s. I'm pretty sure. Oh gosh. Well, never mind. Yeah, she was. I think she was like 10. Never mind then. Yeah, so here is how I redid this part, because I didn't want this to be a queen's bathroom anymore. I wanted this to be the waiting area, and because there is not too much entertainment in the 60s, conventional entertainment in terms of phones and music, well, radio, but stereos, not necessarily. Cool stereos, I mean. Let's just not talk about this. I will talk to my grandma and ask what kind of cereals they had. But, well, their entertainment for me is this foosball game, and now the baby bit. So this is the cleaned up, polished guest room slash daughter room, is in princess, or anyone really. You could change this up very easily. I just put a few baby items because I wanted to give the option, but I did not want to make it hard if you do not have a baby. So there's like 5 baby items you can easily delete and make this into an adult space. Into a guest bedroom, perhaps. So this is me trying to landscape. I tried out so many fountains there. It was very, very frustrating. At the end, I wanted to make my own, but I had to go with this EA made one because my own didn't look as good. And I moved the Villarreals in. You will see at some point. I'm not sure how you say their name, but the Villarreal family, you know them. They are from Get Together, I believe. So they were quite rich. I think they were already living here, so it sort of fits them. And to go back to the symmetrical theme, I put in some nice bushes, and I don't know if this is for everyone, but these bushes kind of completed it for me. I didn't put too many of them. And in a second you will see this is where the kings and queens gardens are. I just saw the items while I was going at it, and then I do build up on them later. And this is the wine garden, so to say. So the view from here, it is absolutely breathtaking. I put a lot of chairs. You can have your guests out. There is a buffet and a chocolate fountain for them too. And, you know, this is where you will take the party to in summer. And right next to it you have the Queen's Garden. Just it's not the garden where she goes to, but it's a garden celebration of her. So if she died and you're just visiting, or if she died or maybe even if she didn't die, this is not just for her. This is where you would go and enjoy her beauty. I like to think that the statue is of her, or maybe it's a gift from the people, something like that. But she's a loved queen, so she has this thing. And it's very beautiful. Again, the view from here is absolutely breathtaking. You have the whole ocean, no houses, no city. It's just full on beautiful. So that's the Queen's Garden next to the wine garden. Lots of gardening going on here. And I'm hoping that I sound better in this video. I got a new microphone. I am not the master of it yet, nor am I the master of sound mixing and stuff, But I do think it is an improvement from the last one. I hope you enjoy it, and if you know things about that and would like to share them, please do. But I am very set on giving you the best content that I can. And I decided, no, there's not going to be that many trees in front of the house because I want to make this a very open space for picnics. I think, like, remembering this place, it was open anyway. There weren't any trees, but it just reminded me of somewhere where I would like to take my Riesling and just drink and watch the stars in the palace. Unfortunately, and someone from England should tell me, but I'm pretty sure you can't drink in public places, especially the Queen's house. But in a castle near me in Germany, you can drink in the yard. Not necessarily whiskey, but you can have a radler. And I do enjoy that. I think that kind of places are very beautiful. And here I tried to randomly place the grass because it kind of looks weird because the terrain is so flat, and I wanted it to be grassy too. But it kind of bothers me when the grass is just like sticking out in the middle. And for me, it never really felt random, but I decided I'm just gonna trust my hand swatting them out there. And this is one of 2 picnic spots that I put in there. Of course, you can put more. Hopefully, picnics come to The Sims 4 soon. You can just lay down with your loved one, but you can go there next to it in cloud gaze for some role play. And also you could have probably put the lemonade thing there for the drinks, which they can actually use. So the one from Backyard Stuff. And I'm now going into the king's garden, and I didn't want to make this the same. So the king and the queen, they're both very people with a lot of character. The first ones that made the house. He was a very wise man. He had a thing for chess, so this is a chess garden. Imagine like those grandpas that you see in the park playing that giant chess game. So he was one of those. And she was a huge lady, so she's represented by this beautiful sort of nymph and this fountain, just very beautiful. And you can read about him apparently there too. I put these signs. I think they kind of completed everything. There's really a lot of detail in this house, and I really hope you try it out. I really put my heart into it. The mailbox is out front too, so you will not miss anything. Just grassing it up a little bit more, making sure it is absolutely perfect for you. But there is one final thing that I did want to show you, and this is the butler's room. Because I could only fit one bed in the other bedroom, I went back here and decided this is the place where the butler is going to be. He's also having a very ratty room, but in such a nice place. I don't know, I think it's not that bad for him. But he has some candles, he has some reading to do, and he has a nice place to sit down and maybe write on his diary or eat, have a tea, as Englishmen do. I have probably stereotypicalized this video a lot, but I'm just kidding. I'm just being very traditional. It is palaces and queen stuff are traditional. So it's time for the tour finally, and I'm sorry if this makes you dizzy. I am just giving this a go, but I think this is a way that you get a way better idea of sort of how it looks. And there are also screenshots, but I think this place is so vast, there is no taking the right screenshot. So I wanted to take you around and really show you how beautifully it came out, how symmetrical and how stylish. There's the ratty servant's bathroom, which apparently gets more screen time than the kitchen that I love. But you did see it a second ago there. And finally, it's time to go upstairs and show you the bit that I couldn't show you which is the queen's space, and this is her giant living room. And here we are. This is where she gets ready, and her bed, and her bed, like this whole bit is her bedroom. And there was also a little bit of her personal bathroom. So here we are into the screenshots. This is the place from outside. Beautiful weather, as it is always in The Sims 4. These are the floor plans: 0th floor, 1st floor, and the 2nd floor, which only exists in the middle part. This is the walkway, the king's garden, with the little boy playing from the Villarreals. He is already liking the chess garden, the queen's garden, the wine garden with the view, the queen's bathroom, really nice, the queen's dining room, and the actual kitchen that I love. This is the queen's upstairs living space. This is her office. This is the guest bedroom with the baby stuff. There's another part of it, and then there's the guest bathroom. Not as grand as the queen's. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back soon and stick around for more videos. I had a lot of fun doing that. I wish you a beautiful weekend and all the best. See you soon.